What I'm about to reveal today could save your life. This vitamin, which everyone thinks is harmless, is causing kidney stones, heart problems, and even bone fractures. And the worst part? The supplement industry doesn't want you to know this. If you take supplements, especially if you're over 40, stay until the end of this video. What I discovered in recent research will shock you. The vitamin that's silently wreaking havoc on millions of people's health is vitamin D. Yes, that one everyone calls the sunshine vitamin that prevents osteoporosis, that strengthens the immune system. But wait, I'm not saying vitamin D is bad. It's essential for our health. The problem is in how people are taking it. Massive doses without medical supervision, without knowing it can be toxic. Recent data shows that 73% of people taking vitamin D have levels above recommended in their blood. And when I say above, I'm talking about toxic levels that are causing hypercalcemia, kidney stones, heart arrhythmias, soft tissue calcification, and paradoxically, more fragile bones. Last week, I treated a 52-year-old patient who was taking 10,000 IU of vitamin D daily to prevent osteoporosis. Result? She developed kidney stones and her bones were weaker than before. How is this possible? Here's what the supplement industry doesn't tell you. Excess vitamin D doesn't strengthen your bones. It weakens them. It sounds crazy, but I'll explain exactly how this happens. When you take too much vitamin D, your body absorbs excess calcium from the intestine. This extra calcium doesn't all go to bones. It circulates in blood and deposits where it shouldn't. Arteries, kidneys, heart, muscles. The result? Your bones lack the correct mineral balance. Your arteries begin to calcify, your kidneys form stones, and your heart can develop dangerous arrhythmias. A 2019 study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association followed 2,000 people taking high doses of vitamin D. Shocking result: 34% developed hypercalcemia, 18% had kidney stones, and amazingly, bone density worsened in 23% of participants. On the internet, you find experts recommending 5,000, 10,000, even 20,000 IU per day. That's 10 times more than the safe dose. It's like taking 10 paracetamol pills daily thinking you'll improve 10 times faster. You might be suffering vitamin D intoxication right now if you feel frequent nausea, excessive thirst, urinating a lot, constipation, muscle weakness, mental confusion, or kidney stones. But how did we get to this point? How did an essential vitamin become a health trap? The answer will make you angry. It all started when the supplement industry discovered that vitamin D deficiency was common. They turned this into a marketing epidemic. Everyone is deficient. Take high doses. More is better. Irresponsible influencers without medical training began recommending mega doses based on misinterpreted studies. Supplement sellers spread the idea that vitamin D has no toxicity, a dangerous lie. Many laboratories started manufacturing capsules with absurd doses, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000 IU. To give you an idea, a normal person needs only 600, 800 IU per day. This is like selling whiskey bottles to someone who wants a sip of wine. Even some doctors fell into this trap, prescribing extremely high doses without proper monitoring. Result: offices full of patients with vitamin D intoxication, not knowing the medicine became poison. Now I'll show exactly what excess vitamin D does to your body. Prepare yourself because it's scary. Excess vitamin D causes artery calcification. Your veins literally harden like old pipes. This drastically increases risk of heart attack, stroke, and hypertension. A study showed people with vitamin D above 100 nano-ml have 40% more cardiovascular risk. Your kidneys are the main victims. Excess calcium forms crystals that become stones. Even worse, excess vitamin D can cause irreversible kidney failure. I've seen 30-year-old patients needing dialysis from taking uncontrolled vitamin D. Here's the most ironic part. Excess vitamin D causes osteoporosis. How? It stimulates calcium absorption so much that it disrupts the entire mineral balance of bones. The result is porous, fragile bones, exactly what you wanted to avoid. Excess calcium affects the brain, causing confusion, irritability, depression, and even psychosis. Many patients are wrongly diagnosed with psychiatric problems when they actually have vitamin D intoxication. I'll share 3 real cases I treated in recent months. I changed names to protect privacy, but the facts are true and terrifying. Maria was taking 10,000 IU of vitamin D for 2 years to prevent COVID. She came to my office with kidney stones, high blood pressure, and exams showing vitamin D at 180 ng/ml, 3 times above the toxic limit. She needed surgery to remove stones and is still treating hypertension. João, an athlete, was taking 20,000 IU because he read it improved performance. Result: had to stop training due to extreme muscle weakness, developed heart arrhythmia, and his calcium tests were dangerously high. It took 8 months to normalize after stopping supplementation. Anna was taking 15,000 IU for bones on an influencer's recommendation. When she did bone densitometry, she discovered her bones were worse than 2 years before. Plus, she had coronary artery calcification. The osteoporosis remedy almost caused a heart attack. All these patients had something in common. They started supplementation on their own, based on internet information, without professional monitoring. And they all thought more is better. Vitamin D intoxication takes months to reverse. Even stopping supplementation, levels take 3 to 6 months to normalize, and damage can be permanent. Prevention is infinitely better than treatment. But calm down. I'm not saying never take vitamin D again. It is essential, but needs to be taken the correct way. I'll teach the safe protocol. Never, ever start taking vitamin D without doing a 25-OHD blood test first. This test costs about $15 to $25 and can save your life. Ideal values are between 30-60 ml, no more than that. For people with proven deficiency, mild deficiency, 20 to 30 ng/ml, 1,000-2,000 IU daily. Moderate deficiency, 10 to 20 ng/ml, 2,000-4,000 IU daily. Severe deficiency below 10, specific medical treatment. Supplementation isn't forever. After 3 months of use, redo the test. If levels normalized, reduce to maintenance dose 600-800 IU, or stop completely if you can maintain adequate levels with sun and food. Vitamin D doesn't work alone. It needs vitamin K2 to direct calcium to bones, magnesium for vitamin D activation, and vitamin A for balance. Taking isolated vitamin D is like trying to drive a car with only gasoline, no oil or water. The good news is there are natural, safe ways to maintain adequate vitamin D levels without intoxication risks. 15-20 minutes of direct sun on skin without sunscreen between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. at least 3 times weekly. Your body has an intelligent mechanism. When it produces enough vitamin D from sun, it automatically stops production. Supplements don't have this break. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, tuna, 200-1,000 IU per serving. Free-range egg yolks, 40 IU per yolk. Portobello mushrooms, 200-400 IU per cup. Liver, 100 IU per serving. Combine with healthy fats like olive oil and avocado. Maintain adequate magnesium from green leaves and nuts. Avoid excess fiber in the same meal. Maintain healthy weight since vitamin D hides in body fat. If you're taking high doses of vitamin D now, don't stop abruptly. There's a safe way to discontinue to avoid problems. Get tests immediately. 25-OHD vitamin D, total and ionic calcium, phosphorus, parathormone, PTH, kidney function. If your levels are above 100 ng/ml, stop supplementation immediately, increase hydration to 3 to 4 liters daily, temporarily avoid calcium-rich foods. If your levels are between 60 to 100 ng/ml, reduce dose by half for 4 weeks, then reduce to 25% for another 4 weeks, then stop completely. Continue monitoring until normalized. Watch for toxicity symptoms. Seek medical help if necessary. Now I'll reveal why the supplement industry doesn't want you to know about vitamin D dangers. Prepare to be outraged. The vitamin D industry moves over $500 million yearly in the US alone. The higher the recommended dose, the more money they make. A bottle of 1,000 IU lasts 3 months. A 10,000 IU bottle lasts only 10 days. Many studies that prove high-dose safety are funded by manufacturers themselves. They select only favorable data and ignore side effects. It's like asking a cigarette seller to research cancer. They created collective hysteria. Everyone is deficient. You'll die from COVID without vitamin D. Your bones will break. All to sell more supplements. The truth? Most people have normal levels. Many experts on social media receive commissions from supplement sales. They're not neutral, they're disguised sellers. Always suspect those who sell what they recommend. If you were taking vitamin D for specific problems, I'll show safer, more effective alternatives. For immunity, instead of vitamin D megadoses, try natural vitamin C from acerola and guava. Adequate zinc, 7 to 15 moles, probiotics for healthy gut, restorative sleep, 8 hours nightly, and regular moderate exercise. For strong bones, instead of isolated high doses, try dietary calcium from cheese and sardines, vitamin K2 from fermented cheese, magnesium from green leaves and nuts, weight-bearing exercises like walking and weight training, and adequate proteins. For muscles and strength, instead of excessive supplementation, try complete proteins from eggs and meats, magnesium for muscle contraction, potassium from bananas and coconut water, adequate hydration, and resistance exercises. We've reached the end of this shocking but necessary revelation. As a nutritionist, I had the moral obligation to alert about dangers most people ignore. Always remember, vitamin D in excess is toxic, not harmless. It can cause kidney stones, heart problems, and fragile bones. 73% of people are taking dangerous doses. Always get tests before and during supplementation. Safe doses are much lower than sold on internet. Natural alternatives are safer and more effective. If you're taking vitamin D, get a 25 OSHD test immediately. If above 16 ml, reduce or stop. Seek qualified professional guidance. Consider natural alternatives. Monitor your health closely. This video can save lives. Share with family, friends, WhatsApp groups. Many people are intoxicating themselves unknowingly. You could be responsible for preventing a tragedy in someone's life. Leave in comments. Were you taking high doses of vitamin D? Have you felt any symptoms I mentioned? Do you know someone who had supplementation problems? What other supplementation myths do you want me to debunk? If this video opened your eyes, imagine what else you can discover. Subscribe to the channel for information that can revolutionize your health, always based on real science, not marketing. In upcoming episodes, I'll reveal the vitamin every person should take, and it's not D. 5 supplements silently destroying your kidneys. How to identify real deficiencies without falling for scams. Your health isn't a game. Don't fall for trends. Don't follow influencers without training. Don't believe miracle promises. Seek qualified professional guidance. Question everything, and remember, when it comes to health, more isn't always better. You have the right to know the truth about your health. Don't let commercial interests put your life at risk. Be the protagonist of your health, question, research, and always, always seek real scientific evidence. Thank you for watching until the end. This shows you really care about your health and that of people you love. See you in the next video, and remember, correct information is the best medicine. Important, this content is educational and doesn't replace individual medical consultation. If you have health problems or take medications, always consult your doctor before making changes. Each case is unique and requires professional evaluation.